Hello. Welcome to the last stream of the year. Sorry, I'm trying to get my chair right. There we go. Here's a bag of sugar. We can get rid of that. Okay, so today we're going to be going through some of my old, unfinished, unreleased music. So that should be interesting. And I hope I have prepared a small list to get me started. Oh, I guess I could turn. How am I going to do that, actually? I guess we won't have the spectrogram going. I got to turn off this and this. Nope, wrong one. This. There we go. And also, I should turn off this. And I should turn off this. There. Good. Okay, yes, I just drank a bunch of water, but thank you. I drank so much water that if I drank more during the stream, it would be detrimental to my health. Okay, let's start with this one, I guess, because it's on the top of the list. Did you see what my main advice for your music was in general? No, I did not. You said, switch up use of ad-libs rather than using the same ones the entire time. Okay. Thank you. I will keep that in mind. Okay, this one is called Not Human. I started it, let's see. I think we can tell by this. This project was started February 19th, 2023. So about 3 years ago. Let's have a listen. Sorry, I had to make sure that the audio is working.
It's not human.
I'm going to get rid of that delay. Okay, so this is kind of cool. It's got some cool sound design to it. And I welcome any sort of constructive criticism or ideas or references. Basically the same shit that I try to give to you. You don't need to give it to me, but I'm happy to hear any of your thoughts. I kind of want to dig in just a little bit to this track so far. So I can because there's like, I mean, I haven't listened to it in probably 2 years. The problem with me and my projects is that if I want to solo something, it's hard to do on the timeline because there's certain automation clips that have to be like this one right here. I think is the low pass filter that opens up. Yeah. Anyway. So there's like, let's see how many different bases there are creating a phrase, or at least, I don't know. I think it's got an interesting kind of phrase to it that's made up of a lot of different sounds. Interesting. Okay, so this is kind of cool. If I listen to So like there's this white noise layer. What's up, Sequa? There's like this white noise layer that's kind of cool. But it's not quite white noise. It's like the fuck. The super clunky basses at the start of bars got some very slightly confliction layers. Okay, let me see. Do you mean the brown? Is that the bass you're talking about? The brown? Really? Like, do you mean dissonant? Like, where's that fucking right here? Just try to disregard the title of this patch that I made. I don't know if I hear it. I mean, I'm not disagreeing just to disagree with you or whatever, but I'm not hearing the dissonance in it. I think that lo-fi kind of... Yeah, this one. Wait a minute. Sub underneath. Here we go. So let's... 13. I think that might be a little too crispy on the ears in terms of the like lo-fi-ness. So I think that's probably done here. Yeah. That's kind of cool. You know what would maybe be cool too? And also I should mention that I don't really know what I'm doing this stream. I'm just going to play through some tracks, and if we have some ideas, then maybe I'll do it, and hopefully we'll just hang out in my projects. So if I take this and I basically made it sound kind of worse by changing that this way I think is the sample rate, and this way up and down is the sample or the bit depth. Yeah. Now what happens if at the end after all so it's going through a distortion, it's going through this lo-fi thing and then OTT and a bunch of other shit. What if at the end of it I just take an EQ and I move this out of the way. And so after all of that shit, and then I do a steep low pass and I automate that like this. It's because I like how aggressive it is, but it's like very noisy. So what happens if we embrace the noise for the chug of it, but we kill it down for the rest of the note? So let's see. That's kind of cool. I don't know if it's going to work with the rest of it. And have like a little reverse swoop up into it. Oops. That's kind of cool. Let's see what it sounds like in the track. It's almost too subtle. This track is very noisy and aggressive. But I do kind of think it's cool. Is there a way to load Serum 1 presets? Probably. I don't really know. But I don't really have a need for it, so I don't really care. I think there's a cool sound in this second drop somewhere. Yeah, I really like this little moment. We got Fowler glib hop. That sounds like everything in the kitchen sink. Okay, so this is this song. I don't really know what to do with it. It's kind of sort of a complete song structure, but I guess the reason why I probably never finished it is because it just kind of seemed a bit like mostly sound design. What do the pre-drop vocals say? I believe they say, whatever it is, it's not human. Let me see. I think it's right here. Whatever it is, it's not human. Now, another cool thing that I'd like to melody. Exactly. It just doesn't feel like a song to me. It sounds like some cool sound some cool sound design and like a cool beat, I guess. So to me, it just never spoke to me as a song. I think that's why I never finished it. But one last thing I'd like to point out with this song before we move on to the next is my use of, I have this folder, and a lot of my sound design comes from this folder. Where, and I've said this before, but I haven't said it in a while. When you spend like a day just doing sound design and then rendering, either saving them as patches or rendering them out as audio. Do you know what track has been used in Geometry Dash? There's a bunch. I think the one that most people know is Release the Hounds. But there's like Computer Talk, I think, is another one in Geometry Dash. I basically uploaded, I think there's probably 50 of my songs on Newgrounds, which allows people to create levels with them. So there's probably a bunch out there. Darkness, yeah, that's another one. I remember that one. Anyway, so what I used to do is I'd come in the studio and be like, I'm not feeling very creative in a songwriting sense. So I'm just going to fuck around with sounds. And when I come across something that sounds good, I'm going to render it out and throw it in my bass folder. And then that's where all these like, yeah, a lot of them are terrible, but like, you never know because, so this one is really aggressive, but like, then you can just take it further. So maybe in this one little section right here, I don't know what this sounds like. Let's find out. See, that's pretty cool. I don't know. And what if I tune it down an octave? Let's just solo it. Like, that's pretty sick. Maybe up an octave. Maybe automate the... So this is like a lot of how I used to do sound design. Like, that's sick. That could be a cool little fill right before like the start of the next bar or whatever. It keeps your last 1 minute audio on RAM, easy to grab and stuff. Oh, are you talking about back to FL? Oh, I don't know what you're talking about. The last 1 minute. Some cave reverb on it. Oh my god, Cat Attack. We haven't seen Cat Attack in a while. Let's see what it sounds like with cave reverb on it. Okay, now let's record the output of that with Edison. And then, I don't know, what happens if we reverse it? Who knows? Let's find out. Oops. Time at the... Oh, rolling sampler. Oh, cool. Yeah, that sounds cool. I think like Ableton has a feature like that built in. Or maybe this now into that. Oh, that didn't sound right. Actually... Oh, this is like, see now, this is like a whole other song. So, so if I go like this and just make a little bar and it goes, da da da. Okay, so that should happen on the, let's keep this for over here. This goes here. Oh, it's too slow. The tempo's too slow. Okay, and then... Now I could automate the reverb so that the reverb just cuts off right here. Let's see what that sounds like. My mouse is not working. Well, my hand isn't working. That could be cool. It's too slow, but yeah. You've been looking happier in the last few streams. Wow, thank you. That's I think I am. So thanks for noticing. Anyway, yeah, that's how I do that shit. And this is this song, and I don't know if there's really any other value. If I show you something and you're like, how did you make that? I would be happy to show you, but I'm not sure that there's a whole lot of mystery in this track. Let's see. Sometimes I like just going through my old projects, like what I just did with that bound dun dun dun, dun dun dun. Like that's kind of a cool phrase, and it came out of this song. It has nothing to do with this song, but maybe I render that out and start a new song with it. That typically is how I did a lot of stuff when I wrote music. Anyway, okay, cool. Let's move on to the next one. This one's called Red Flags, I guess. I'm just basically I went through and I sorted by size, and that's not a bad idea. I sorted by size of project. I think we tried to do a mega collab once. We couldn't figure out the logistics of it. Anyway, I sorted by size, and I looked at the big projects because those would have the most meat to them. So they're probably not just like a stupid little failure of a drum beat, like 90% of the projects on my computer are, right? Okay, this one's called Red Flags. Let's see what it sounds like. So this one is a cool groove, but it's, again, I think the reason why I never finished this is because I don't really understand what the idea behind this song is. You know what I mean? It needs like a dialogue thing or something, which I left room for. You think the kick needs to hit harder? Okay. Where's the kick? Well, there's numerous kicks. Okay, let's figure out how the kick situation is going here. So let's see if maybe I can, I don't know, just distort it more. I could also put a hard style kick in. Although I kind of feel like you're fucking with me because that's like a thing that I say, that it needs more transients. Okay, let's see if that made any difference. I just basically distorted the kick drum. Would I consider renaming the song? Yeah, I mean, like, I don't care. I just typed in red flags for some unknown reason back however many years ago I made this. I have no attachment to red flags as the title. Something sick rate. I don't know what that reference is, to be honest. I think for this song, I prefer like the breakdown sections instead of the drop. Like the drop's okay, but it's clearly missing a main element, right? Whereas the breakdown sections are also probably missing a main element, but at least they're like super groovy and they kind of sound like dog blood or something. Yes, send me a kick on Discord and I'll put it in. This is like a good foundation to build a song on. Step on the gas is a bit on the nose. You got a McLaren up your ass, so you better step on the gas. I just don't, I can't see it. I don't buy it. Okay, we got a fresh kick transplant coming in. Let's see what it is. What it do, though. SEE. Okay, here we go. Let's see what this kick looks like. Ooh, it looks nice. That looks like a nice kick drum. So, what are we replacing with it, though? Oh, okay. So it's less tony and more kind of kicky. Fucking tony. Interesting. Okay, let's hear it. I wonder if I layer it with the because the existing kick kind of makes up part of the bass line. You know what I mean? Like it's kind of long and it's playing a D sharp, which is the key of the song. But what happens if we do this? Classic Kirby kick. Okay, I'll try that too. Thank you for sending me kick drums. Why won't... There we go. This is getting dirty, though. Okay, let's try that. So basically what I did was I volume automated the start of my original kickoff. But let's see what the nostalgia kick is. Let's try that instead. I think what I'm missing with the kick that you sound, I like the kick. I think what I'm missing is that it's almost like too short and high pitched, and I'm missing that like it's almost, you know. I could do a kick or a bass playing on the downbeat. Ooh. Yes, I like this one better. Okay, let's hear it with the track now and see. Do I have something? Let's try it further into the drop, because this one, I don't know, it's kind of basic there at the start. This is how I do my sidechain. I have a sidechain, and then I assign all of the tracks that need to get sidechained. You link it to that same automation clip, and then I just basically, like, see right here. There's a double kick. Okay. Yeah, I think that this probably. But it's still kind of missing, like, top end, not top end, like top drums, like cymbals and stuff, but there's like mid-range information that's not there. It's just kind of very, use balancer. Why? What? This is the way I've done it for literally 15 years. Why would I don't understand. I have done it with balancer before, but what's the improvement? What's better about it? This is quicker. Uh, one of the high perks is off key. Oh, probably. Yeah, I don't know. Why would it be better to use balancer to do like, I don't understand what the difference is. That's an extra step because now I have to add a balancer to every channel that I want to sidechain. And if you look at my faders, I don't mix volume. I don't use the faders to make things loud or quiet. I'll just like sidechain, change the loudness anytime of the bus. Yeah, I kind of do it the other way around because like I'll have, say I have an EQ. I bet you any money. You go into this EQ. See, I got minus like, I don't know, 13 or 14 dB. That's how I'm doing the volume kind of balance on like the actual mix. I do it in a plugin because I don't know why. It's actually literally the opposite of what you're saying. You're like, you should do it on a balancer so that you can control the volume with the faders. And I'm like, well, I could just do it on the faders and then I can control the volume with the balancer. But I think most of the time it works out in my favor doing it this way for my workflow because I don't have to I don't have to add a plugin if I don't need it. Because I could always go into the synth and turn the output of the synth down for the volume and not worry about these faders are mostly used for sidechaining in my projects. Not saying that's good or bad, but that's the way I've done it forever. And I think I've spent so many hours sitting in this fucking seat working in FL Studio that I've naturally evolved to the point of most efficient workflow for my style. You know what I mean? I've done it with balancers. I've done it with the peak detector thing, you know, when you put in a fruity peak detector, I think it's called. I've done all that shit. Why not use in mixer EQ? I don't know what in mixer EQ is. Well, I will say, just to, you know, not to toot my own horn, but I have made a living making music using my weird FL strategies for over a decade. So I don't know if you really don't want your kids to learn the way that I do it. That's fine. But if you want your kids to be able to, you know, make music for a living, then maybe they should do automation on the volume fader. I'm just joking. Anyway, this is a cool song. It's not a cool song. It's a cool beat. It's an idea. This is maybe something that I would like work with somebody else on because I've created like this. It's a pretty solid foundation of like a cool beat, some cool like the breakdown, that kind of breakbeat style drum beat. Like there's a lot of great stuff here, but it's not a song. And I think that's gonna probably be a theme today. Is that it's not a song. Automation sound. I don't have to draw such in 1.5 years. Yeah. Cool, but I'd have to figure out what that plugin is. I'd have to go to download it, install it, and then I'd have to adjust my workflow, which I've evolved over like fucking 20. How long have I been making music? Over 20 years. I've been making electronic music, and even longer than that, fucking around with guitars and shit. Anyway, that's the song called Red Flags. Let me see what my other, I have like, I think like 10. Oh, let's listen to Time Machine. Time Machine. Search. You know what I should have done? I should have opened them all up and saved, and then that would put them at the top of my like project list, but I didn't. Oh, sorry. You can't see what I'm doing. Not that is exciting. When's the no, this is just raw out the DAW, you know? This is that raw audio out the DAW. Yeah, what am I gonna do? Like shame myself for I should render one out at like 12 kilobits per second and then put myself in the Hall of Shame. So this song, I think I started writing this with a vocalist, and at some point we decided it wasn't a good fit, and I don't know where the vocals went, but they're not in it anymore. But I use this track quite often in the YouTube videos that I make with my friends called Stance East Garage, where we do stupid stuff with cars. This is like I think this is the most recent ending music that we've been using for like the outro. Dude, imagine, you know how like you're so right. Imagine if the ultimate audiophile experience is you give them the FL Studio project and they have the same speakers at home as you do in the studio, and you give them the project and all the plugins and the audio that they need, and they hit play in the project and they hear it through the speakers, because that's like that's the closest you could get to what I heard when I made it, right? So that's like the intended sound. That is a super audiophile thing right there. And I think that's why we're using it in the intro, because it's so kind of wholesome and it just makes you feel like you're amongst friends. And that's basically what our YouTube channel is like just Will and Courtney and I, and then some other friends doing stupid shit with our cars and building cars and working in the garage and stuff. So it's all like, it's really about friendship. It's not really about cars. So that's why I think we started using this, because it really, like if I pull up a video and show you just the ending of it, so you see what I mean. It really drives home like we're friends or whatever. Sansy's Garage RX-7 Burnout. Probably, I think I used it in the end of that one. Yeah, this one. Actually, I actually really like making these videos because it gives me an excuse to write music, and I don't have to like go through it's almost like a friends with benefits for music, because I don't have to finish the song and I don't have to write a full song. For example, the intro here, I didn't have to write a whole song. I made a cool drop and that was enough. I don't know why we're playing at 240p here, but anyway, this is the start. I was going to show you the ending. Fixing the problem. I think it's maybe right here.
Wow.
Do 10.
Cool. So it turns out we didn't blow it up, just fouled a plug, which 5 seconds of launch control seems to have fixed. Next, we're gonna put some tires, a new exhaust, some seats, a new clutch, and somebody please send me a mirror. And then we're gonna take it to autocross and really torture it, specifically off the limiter for a long period of time. It's not gonna like it. I'm gonna keep going. Please stop me. Thank you.
Okay, so I think I picked the only video that I didn't use. Which one did I use for this? Okay, I'm just lying. I guess I didn't use this song. I think it's this one.
So we need to burn out.
Stall
this pretty badass exhaust housing with the two wastegates coming right off the hot side. That's gonna go straight up in the air. And we're gonna street tune it. And then we're gonna do a burnout at a burnout competition. And hopefully nothing goes wrong.
And we win.
And we win.
We're gonna win.
We're gonna win. That's it. So anyway, yeah, that's why I like the song, because it feels like Friends. It feels like Friends. The claps were a bit egregious in this moment. Anyway, this is basically the song. And this is what I was saying about it being non-committal. Like for the videos that we make, I only need 30 seconds of a track. My face is typically pretty greasy and when I'm working until like 6 in the morning on a car. That's typically how that works. Anyway, it's a cool song. It's friendly. Let's check out. There's one. Okay, this one's kind of. I see this in my list. It's called Just. You know what I should do? I'm gonna arrange. Oops. I'm gonna arrange these projects by title. That 3 snares. Yeah, that 3 snare thing was, I probably did it and laughed and then forgot to delete it if I'm guessing correctly. HIJ. It's called Just Basically Pure. Where's J? HIJ. HIJ. Here we go. Just Basically Pure Anxiety. This one's very short, and it's just an idea, but I don't remember why I thought I should throw this one in. That's it. That's the idea. I have so many ideas like that, and it was like kind of glitching out halfway through, so I don't know what's up with that. Like I don't really this is the problem that I have. I make stuff like this and musically it's like cool, but I don't really know where to take this. Worse that I added. That's weird. First of all, this sounds like it should be up an octave. The problem is that I just don't like, it's cool. It makes me feel a certain way, but I can't imagine the next section. I don't know what the fuck the next, it just, to me, it sounds like cool chords, cool melody. Don't know how to make this into a song. So I have honestly probably thousands of projects on this computer in this shape where maybe if I was working with a vocalist or something and I showed them this, they might start humming a melody. Probably what I would do. What's up? Probably what I would do is I would get rid of if I was working with a vocalist. I would get rid of this melody before I showed it to them because they might come up with something better. But if I show them this, then their head's going to kind of go in that direction anyway. But that's the sort of thing. A lot of these tracks, I need somebody else to work with in the studio to like flesh them out. So yeah. That's that one. Cool. Oh, I got a good one. This is one that actually is like a full song. And I really want to finish it. There's a few on my hard drive. I have a whole album that's basically like 99% done. None of these are on it. We're going to go ahead and say Holy Ghost 8 is probably the most recent one, considering it's the highest number. But this song I wrote with my friend, Levi, and I can't remember if was it this one that I wrote with him and Brittany, or we did another one called. No, I think this was the one that was with him and Brittany. This is my brain, my memory is challenging. Anyway, it's the issue is that it's not really Levi's style of music, so we were just kind of writing it and we were like demoing his vocals. So we wrote the song, wrote the melody, wrote the words, recorded his vocals and everything with the understanding that we would replace the vocals with a different artist. That's typically how it works when you're like writing a song. You're just temping in vocals so that you can write the song and show what the song is to a possible artist, and then they can come in and re-record it. But the problem is that his vocals sound so good that I tried a bunch of other we're not doing normal feedback, sorry, today. I'm just going through, this is the last feedback stream of the year, and I'm just going through a bunch of my unfinished music so that you guys can give me feedback, because normally I give you feedback, but now you can tell me how much I suck. Anyway, no matter who I tried, and Aiden, I see your messages, but I'm just not really into making a song out of that, to be honest. It's just like a cool idea. Anyway, I get so fucking sidetracked mid-sentence. Oh yeah. All of the other vocalists we tried, they just didn't stack up to the demo, and that's the problem. And this it's still loading, don't worry. It's just a big project. That's the problem with demo vocals, is that if they're good, you just don't want anything else. You just want the demo vocals, and that's called demoitis, and it's a real thing. All right, this project's old. I don't know if it's going to play completely correctly, but let's give it a shot. Aha. This is some of the vocals that we tried to replace them with, and I don't, okay, well, fuck, which one has his vocals in it? Damn it. This is just an artist that we tried and it just didn't feel right to me. Let me try Holy Ghost 7. Let's see if that's any different. H. Holy Ghost 7. Why is it only 9 kilobytes? We're gonna go 6. Sorry. Anyway, that's the problem. The problem with demoing stuff, and it's not just with vocals. I find anything you demo and you listen to it a bunch of times, no matter what, even if it's better and you replace the vocals with something that's better, it's in your head as the original. So that's demoitis, and it's very challenging to overcome. If this project also has the other artist's vocals in it, we'll just listen to it. I'm not going to try to figure out which version, especially when it takes like a full minute to open the project. It is a large project though. 12.5 gigabytes of RAM. That's a fair amount. I feel like there's probably like 150 tracks. Ooh, this one loaded quicker. Nice. Juice WRLD has over 4,000 unreleased songs. But here's the thing. How many of those are actual songs and how many of those are just kind of ideas? Like where do you draw the line between a song and an idea? Because I've got over, my project, how many projects do I have in that folder? Thousands, right? They're in, and all the other folders that are within it. There's lots of interesting stuff in there, but I wouldn't call them songs. They're ideas. All right, let's see if this one is with Levi's vocals. I don't think it is. It is. Okay, here we go.
Things are going bad, 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 but nobody knows. Help me look a handful of glass cut into the bone. There will always be one thing pulling at your soul. Baby, don't tell me, baby, don't. Yeah, I know that you feel like you're buried alive. I can promise you I'm real, but I'm very aware of my timeline. So I can tell you a lie, I can tell you what you want, but it's not what you want though. Hold me tightly, never let me go, never let me go. Whoa, you invite me, scared to let you go, no, to let you know. Stop with the Holy Ghost. Stop with the Holy Ghost. I can't save you, cause I'm not your Holy Ghost. Holy Ghost, you should pray. No one knows where we go when the lights out. Holy Ghost, Holy Ghost, you should pray. I can't save you. Stop with the Holy Ghost. Holy Ghost, you should pray. No one knows where we go when the lights out. Holy Ghost, Holy Ghost, you should pray. I can't save nobody, no way. Cause I'm not your Holy Ghost. Show me the old me. Everyone goes too soon, so what's the use if you hold me tightly? Never let me go, never let me go. Whoa, you invite me.
So like the track is kind of a mess. Like it's a bit of a mess structurally so far, but there's just so many good like hooks and so many the harmonies and the
You hold me tightly, never let me go, never let me go. Whoa, you invite me. You hold me tightly, never let me go, never let me go. Whoa, you invite me, scared to let you go, no, let you know. Stop with the Holy Ghost. Stop with the Holy Ghost. Oh, stop with the Holy Ghost. I can't save you, cause I'm not your Holy Ghost. When the lights out, Holy Ghost.
I put like a bunch of little guitar things in this. This is just like a really fun song to make. So I think that might be one of the reasons why I'm like, I want to finish it.
Cause I'm not your Holy Ghost.
Oh my God, there's so much shit. I just hit the escape key a whole bunch. There we go. If I go to, let's do this. There we go.
Cause I'm not.
I think this is the guitar track here. I'll play it with the track.
Go when the lights out, Holy Ghost, Holy Ghost, okay. I can't save you. Stop with the Holy. Stop with the.
Do you know how much money you could make if Val? I just don't care. That's not why I make music. I mean, like, don't get me wrong. I like money and I like having money to put into my electronics business, but that doesn't really excite me. It might excite me to have it in the game, or, you know, have some sort of association and have some fresh ears on my Spotify, but the licensing fee doesn't really do anything for me, to be honest. Anyway, this was a cool song. Valorant is the game. Yes. I understand. Yes. design stuff maybe before we go to the next one. Fucking sidechain, where is it? This is one of the problems with using automation sidechain is when you want to solo something, you also got to make sure that, there we go. That's a pretty sick sub bass, I gotta say. Let's see what it is. I don't know why I just played the melody of the song, but it's amazing how simple things like this sub bass is really not complicated. And mostly what's happening is we're sending this the sine wave with a pitch envelope, I imagine. Yep, it's got a really quick pitch envelope. I'm not quite sure what this second one's doing, this oscillator A. Oh, that's providing the main notes. Okay. And then, have you tried microtonal? I have not. Is that like microdosing mushrooms or something? So this is just a basic, like, it might as well be a sine wave because it's going through a low pass filter. And then you send noise and you don't send it through the low pass filter and then you distort them together. That's like, it's such a classic bass move. And I love, it's so easy and so effective. If I go down. So if I turn off the distortion, but then if I turn on the distortion, that noise interacts with the sub, like the sine wave and the bass itself, and it creates that kind of chunky. And so anyway, if you haven't tried doing that, it's very basic. You don't even really need this second oscillator. Yeah, I like, yes, like Middle Eastern kind of, I know what you mean now. Yes. No, I haven't tried that. But I've been seeing more of it like on my Instagram reel, like memes. What if I distort it even more? I don't know. Let's find out. How dirty can it get? Oh, fucking side. It's pretty dirty. What happens if we do a 2 unison, but we go here and make width 0? It's pretty good. I really like sound design. One cool thing that you can do too is instead of doing a unison, if I turn mono off and I just play 2 notes beside each other. Okay, let's do this. Let's see what this sounds like. Okay, so I just played a bunch of random gibberish into this audio file. Let's drag it off to the side. No scale in the same chord relationships in between. Also, only personally detuning certain notes. Yeah, I can hear it in my head. I can definitely hear it in my head. What you're talking about. I should try it because I've never actually tried to do anything outside of like, you know, your Western 12-note thing. Okay, so what happens if we take this and, I don't know, we go to speech and put it down an octave? This one little moment is kind of cool. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba, ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Okay, sure. Send me the tuning file. Okay, it needs to be a bit faster. Is that going to fuck with it, though? Anyway, I think maybe this is one of those situations. My last thing to try is to really time stretch it. And a lot of the times you go through and you spend like, I mean, I'll spend half an hour on something and then just delete it and try again. But then there's one other last ditch effort thing if I load it into Melodyne. Because like so far, nothing I've done sounds good to me. It just sounds like distorted attempt at a bass. Oops, did not mean to stretch it. There we go. So if I go like this and I put that into Melodyne, I probably use Melodyne as much for non-vocal things as I do for vocal things. Okay, so now why am I not here? Oh my god, I melodined the wrong I melodined the wrong thing. Wait, did I? I don't understand. There we go. I don't know why it wasn't working before. And then even sometimes that doesn't work. But you can usually get some really nasty, weird sounds out of Melodyne. That could be kind of cool, like just this last little bit here. That's pretty sick. Okay, so now what I can do is go after Melodyne, put another, maybe let's try this. Why not? Okay, let's try this. This might be something that goes into my bass sound folder. No match control on it was synthesized. I don't really understand what you mean by that, to be honest. Like that sounds pretty sick. I could definitely and then put an effector after that, or sorry, an Edison after that. So now I have this. What do I do with this? I don't know. Let's do that. Oh, I gotta turn off the Melodyne. Or maybe we send this into OTT. Everybody loves OTT, right? Anyway, that's cool. I don't know. I don't like it. It was a neat idea. All right, let's do another one. Let's what's the other one that let's see. This one's good. This one I hate it because it's all what I got every time I'm trying. What do you mean? I don't know what you mean by that. Hello, phased arrays. This one's called Sandwich Slut. And my friend Courtney and I made it for our YouTube videos. So it's like car music. So we purposefully made car music. And then we needed like a singing thing for the hook, and I sang it and pitched it up an octave. Merry Early Christmas. Did I say Christmas? Anyway, here it is.
Made some cool drums.
This is a good example of like the writing style. So like I think I played the chords and then we recorded the chords in, and then I figured out like the melody, and then as it was playing, I was like, oh man, and it just came to my head, and I'm pretty sure this was like the first take. I think I did one single take and it was that. And I mean like if I put it down an octave. This S8 thing sequel. I don't know how to say it, but I always call it sequel. It's free and it's a sick like. It's modeled after some wavetable synth from like the 80s or 90s or something, and it's got all kinds of. Nope, it's free. It's a free plugin that you can go to KVR Audio right now and download it. And it's got all kinds of like, I'll just go through a few patches. So the first one's Voyager. It's pretty sick. That's just that pad. That sounds like somebody screaming the word ow. Oh, I guess I have some effects on. I'll take the effects off so you can hear it. It's sick. You should definitely get it for like any sort of like retro sounds. Anyway, check it out. It's cool. It's a cool synth. So that's Sandwich Slut, and we use it in some of our car videos because it's what are the vocals? Oh, you must have just joined, Raham. They're me. That was my one take wonder. I put them up an octave. My friend Courtney and I were in the studio, and we wanted to make a track to use in our car videos. So I was like, it needs a vocal that goes, ooh, yeah, 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 and then I just put it up an octave, and that's that. Okay, cool. Let's move on. Not exactly T-Pain. Oh, I wasn't going for T-Pain. Thank you for saying that. Everybody always says that sounds like T-Pain, but I'm glad that you said it doesn't sound like T-Pain. Okay, this one's called Cleaned Up. This one's like a bit of a darker one, I think. Ooh, I forgot about that one. I have like a few like decent ideas, but I have the inability to complete them, which I'm sure is a common thing. Oh, look, I'm using that synth again. Okay, this one. I also like this Wow and Flutter. It's also a free plugin, and it's just a it's like an LFO tool, but it's super like easy on your CPU. Okay, I already opened Not Human. You're too late. Dude, I just straight up stole the top drums from Numb from my and didn't even change them, just put them in. Oh my god. I have to investigate this fucking automation. I have no idea what's going on in this colorful neon colored section of the song. Like It's pretty sick. I like the melody. Oh, why does that go away? Je peux parler un petit peu de français, mais pas bien. Très mal. Anyway, yeah, this is actually a pretty cool track. I agree. But again, I don't know what this track fits into. I don't know what it is. I don't understand what it's trying to say. And I kind of get too intellectual with that shit. What if you had something like reverb swells on the lead during that part? Release it as a single. Yeah, it's just like I've kind of fucked myself a little bit because I have not released a song in like 3 years. So now I'm like, if I come back, I got to come back big. Like I want to come back with a full album. I want to come. Yeah, I know, Rayhem. Thanks for pointing it out. It's probably better than your French accent, isn't it? Anyway, yeah. So now I'm like, I gotta come back with something, and I know that that's dumb, and I know like, who cares? I should just put out what I want to put out. But like in my head, I feel like I need to have a vision, like a creative vision, and not just like, here's a funny song with a dumb vocal in it, you know? So I have a full album. I have a full album that's like 90% done, and it's God, it's how many songs are on it? A lot. And that would likely what I would return with. Imagine Hot VIP, but it's just the original Hot because it's a variation in production of the variation in production. I don't know how I feel like it's worth. I worked for a coroner for 3 years. Oh, life is too short to be silly. I agree. Well, I don't know. I'm pretty silly and I don't think it's a problem, but. No, you didn't make a typo. I read a typo. You said life is too short, be silly. There should have just been a comma, I guess, but I read it wrong. Okay. So anyway, yeah, I'm glad you guys like this song. Maybe I'll look into it again. What now? Let's do Sexy Mama. This one's been around since I think before Monster Cat, before I was on Monster Cat. But I'll check the project file. Okay, Sexy Mama, and then whatever the highest number is. It's looking like it's probably 5. Bump, 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 dump. It is catchy, and it's got like some danger. It feels dangerous. How many projects do you have that you kind of abandoned? Like a lot. I feel like for every song that I put out, there's probably at least 100 that I did not. And I'm using the word song loosely because some of the songs are just like ideas, like drum beats with a chord structure or whatever, right? But There's probably over 100 ideas that don't ever see the light of day for every song that ever reaches Spotify from me. And I don't know if that's normal or not, or if it's good or bad, but it is what it is, and that is what it is. Okay, this one's called Sexy Mama. This one's actually pretty good. I like this. I like this one. No, this isn't right. This project is... Okay, so let's try Sexy Mama 4. Sexy Mama 4, because I think I opened Sexy Mama 4 and it played correctly, but the synth was not playing correctly, and I don't know if the patch got fucked up or something. I don't know. Anyway, Sexy Mama 4 works. But this is another one of those songs where I feel like it has potential with the right. This is definitely built for vocals. This I don't think could work as an instrumental. It never was intended to work as an instrumental. It was made for me to take with me to songwriters camps. Because sometimes what I like to do at a writer's camp is we'll start from scratch, but if we're kind of spinning our tires or whatever, we're not like catchy, we don't have any banger ideas right off the hop, then I'll just load up some of these like instrumental ideas that I have and build off of those. See, I never liked the drop section. I liked everything up until the drop section. I could not figure out how to make I still don't really like this. It's like, it's okay. It's all right, but it's not like it, I don't know. But like the verses are so good. Not that one. I mean, the whole song is basically just... That synth is like the best part in the song. I just got to figure out how the hell to resolve it. I think that's the problem, because it sounds weird no matter what you do. You get so into that chord progression, but the chord progression is always moving, and then it starts over and it moves up. It's like the chord is, it's like a sawtooth. Like, you know what I mean? The way that the chords build, they feel like they're building towards something, and then they start over and build towards that thing again, and they keep doing that. And then in the chorus, I tried having those same chords, or the drop, or whatever, the main section of the song, whatever you're building up to. It just didn't sound right, because it's still like, oh, we're still building up. So I tried to resolve it and play a different chord. I think I went to like the tonic, and it just lost its like magic. And so that, I think, is the reason why I gave up on this one. Now, maybe a vocal would help inform where to go with it. Maybe with a vocal, I wouldn't feel so obligated to change up the chords or something. It might be worth a try, but it's hard to say. Shepherd Tony. I don't know what that means. The B section modules every song. Yeah, but depending on the chord structure, sometimes you're like, this is an easy chord structure and I know where I'm going to go to resolve it. But this one is like, I don't know how to pick up a guitar and play these chords. They're almost like less chords and more just a collection of notes, which I know is what a chord is, but I don't know if that makes sense. To realize the cool part we like and then put it together and finish the song. There's 1,000 residents, they call it hook and ear candy. Is that right? Yeah, I mean... But you see how I tried to like resolve it to the dun 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 dun. In fact, the chords are literally just the tonic. 3 sunsets and pitch it up and on and fade the highest lows as they overlap. Yeah, are you talking about like the kind of that M1 organ bass sound? Oh, feels like it's constantly rising even though it's not. Oh, yeah, that like trick. It's like the Laurel Yanni of music. Shepherd's tone. Okay, I understand now. I understand. But yeah, like I think all the stuff that makes, I think the chords and the way they sound and the way they are played is what it gives this song value. But then all the little whoop-de-doos and stuff also, all these little like ambient things that I made. And I, honest to God, don't remember how the hell I made that. Because, let's see when this was started. 2021. That can't be right. That must be because it's Sexy Mama 4. It's way older than 2021. I think it was 2017 or so. It was right before I think I got on Monster Cat. Anyway, that's that. This is turning into like me showing you a song and explaining why I can't finish it. But it's a cool song nonetheless, and maybe someday I'll be working with somebody in the studio and I'll show it to them and they'll spit out like this crazy good hook and then boom, done. And maybe not. Maybe it'll only live on in this live stream. Okay, I had another idea. I have more in this list, but I was going to show you. Sexy. What was the other one? Oh, somebody asked about Heinz. I don't know what it is, so let's find out. It's probably something I was pitching on a Heinz commercial or something. Where did you see? Something like play different chord. I think another thing that I am struggling with is the demoitis, because now that I've heard this song for, if you add up all of the hours I spent listening to this song, it's probably like 100. You know, between working on it, listening to it, showing people, it's probably upwards of 100 hours. So whenever I go and change something, even if it's an improvement on what's there, it's going to feel weird because I'm so used to it. Okay, this is Heinz La Traviata. I vaguely recall a Heinz commercial that I was pitching on that I think they wanted to do some like trap style Christmas music or some shit. I don't know. Oh. So I was clearly, yeah, this was, I don't even know if I submitted this. I might have been like, this is too cheesy, but they clearly sent me a video to write over top of for some Heinz commercial, Heinz ketchup or something. And I don't know. I remember doing a few different Heinz things, not just this one. But I think the commercial was kind of like, it was kind of like a joke, like it was humorous. So I think that's what I was going for. But that was exceedingly cheesy. Rotating ketchup bottle .mo. Yeah, exactly. Okay, what else we got? Hot water 98. I don't know what that is. Let's see what the date. Let's go by date. Mazda 3. Sure, let's listen to Mazda 3. From, I didn't notice what the date was, but it was a long time ago. Raham, you asked me why my thing is in a cakewalk folder. I don't know. There was a reason at one point back when I switched to FL, but I don't remember what it was. Well, that's a good sign. It might just not play correctly, because was it 10 years ago? Yeah. So it might not load properly. Let's see when it was made. Details. 2015. May of 2015 is when I made this. 10 years ago. I will be as surprised as you, because I honestly have no idea what this is. CX3 guide. Interesting. Ozone 4? Oh my God. I'm seeing all the things loading in here. PX64? HBASMs. I forgot about that plugin. Oh my God, look at all the shit that didn't work. I'm scared. Okay, hold on. Let me turn the volume up with some Ozone 9. Oh, I'm worried. Here. I'm thinking there's some synths that aren't loaded in properly. Oh, shit. Yeah, there's obviously this melody thing. Oh, there we go. This melody thing. So there's a bunch of plugs. There's a bunch of plugins that aren't loading correctly. Let's just put this to, let's see what the melody sounds like. I'll just replace Reactor with Serum, I guess. Is it like for Mazda? Yeah. So like for the past 10 years, I made my living writing music for TV and ads and stuff. That doesn't mean that they're all good. So those are the notes. The sound isn't the right sound. Yeah, I mean, this isn't a good representation of what it was because we're missing half of the synths, but... That's kind of cool. What would that be like with... Wait, why is that? This kind of sounds like if Crazy Frog had like a Mission Impossible movie. You could put a song in. Yeah, I've considered doing that actually, just putting out an album with like 100 songs on it and they're filled with this stuff because I have no shortage of stuff, you know? Let's go down. Let's try Deep House Fuck. I have actually considered that. I'm like, why don't I don't know. I didn't think about calling it the Lost Tapes. That's kind of cool too. It reminds me of Super Mario Brothers Lost Levels. You should put space, make a mixtape. Oh yeah, that'd be cool too. Yeah, I could probably delete that file. I wonder if this one will open. This one's pretty sick, actually. I felt better. The stupid toss of trying to finish. Yeah, I guess the thing I'm worried about maybe is that if I put out 100 songs, what's that going to do to my overall Spotify listener experience? I don't know if that would just flood the glue. Okay, we should be all right. Oh my God. I guess I was really leaning on that mass. Here's how you know that I made this a long time ago. That rhymed. Without the master effects, the track is really out of whack. Because it sounds way cooler than that, but it really requires the the mastering to be in place, and I was doing a lot of very heavy stuff. The Windows blink. I know, I hate it, but I don't know I don't know any way around it because I don't want to use headphones and I don't want this to come over the microphone. So, oh, I think I know it. It's not even necessarily the mastering. It's that in the channels themselves, there's probably like Trash 2. Oh, Trash 2 opened. Okay. Fruity Wrapper. See, there's something missing in this. This track honestly it's pretty cool. Like the sound design on it, the What happens if I just cram like there's just some plugins that didn't load on the track, so it's not quite right. You're late to the party, Rayham. I already got yelled at for that. Cause like, here's what it actually sounds like if I go to Fowler Whips tin can. Here it is. Anyway, it's a cool song. Again, I don't know what to do. And I actually may have sold that to CTV. I have to look and see if I've sold that to CTV, because I think boiled down the Fowler sound into one word, schizophrenia. Interesting. I've never considered that word as something that would describe the music that I have made in the past. Take Me Over was pretty cool. This is something I was doing with Adam K, but it never turned into anything. I bet you the Rihanna thing isn't going to load properly. We took this clip of a Rihanna, just like a hit of her voice, and like twisted it in Harmor to create like a lead sound, but I bet you it's not going to work right, because this again is from like 2017, 2018, right around then. I haven't seen Adam in a long time. And there's a couple more I want to show you. I hope that this is also giving you guys some value, just to take a peek under the hood and get some new ideas on potentially things you could try to implement in your own way. Just the weird, maybe you do want to start sidechaining with your volume faders. 3 projects to 1 song. Do you have any songs that you created from 3+ projects to 1? You mean like I took like this from that, and then I took a little bit from this and a little bit from that? Maybe. I think the Into the Light final project is on Adam's computer. I think I did a bunch and I stemmed it out. Oh my God. Yeah, we're missing a few things here. What the hell? Resampling to 44.1? Why am I not at 48? Don't look anything like this. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, I think it's interesting. Like again, I don't think that I do things the right way or even the best way, but sometimes just seeing somebody else's workflow gives you ideas, and the ideas that it gives you might not even be my workflow. You could just be like, wait, if he did that with this, then what if I do it with that? And that could give you like an idea. So I do understand the value. Let's see. Yeah, okay. So that that's gotta go. Yeah, that was a pretty cool song. We called it Tia Tias. Because there was a point in my life where my favorite thing to do would be to ask somebody to say the word Tia twice. And then they say Tia Tia. And I'm like, okay, are you a Jamaican that loves breasts? So we called we renamed it to Take Me Over because the vocals said Take Me Over, but the original project was called Tia Tias. What tempo is this? 130? What would this be like if it was 4 to the floor, I wonder? Ugh, God, I gotta fix that vocal. Okay, maybe. Oh, God. Oh, how am I doing such a bad job at this? Let's try that instead. There's a bunch of stuff that's still half time though, but I just want to hear the chugs going 4 to the floor, please. I gotta get rid of like all the big effects and stuff, but this could be kind of cool. Like this is one of those tracks where I might take the drop section and like build a track around it because it's kind of cool. Like. The fuck, brother? It's because it's in triplets, and I missed the fucking. Okay, I swear to God, if this doesn't work properly, I'm gonna try again. There, 4 to the floor. Thank you, Rayhem, for pointing out something that I realized as soon as I heard it. Let's get rid of the cymbals. Oh, there's more cymbals. Into the dark. Instead of into the light, it's into the dark. Okay, but now I gotta get rid of those soft what do I sound like a Jewish woman from New Jersey? Those soft. Need to get rid of those soft cymbals. Yeah, but the clap snare thing is not right because it wasn't designed. This is actually pretty cool. You should swing the hats aggressively. Well, we're in triplet mode. I don't really know how to swing things in triplet. Can you do that? Did I? I don't remember how to make music. Look, I called this one Dead Mouse, probably because it sounds dead mousy. This is pretty sick. Like, I really like this section. I almost want to make like I almost want to make something that's not like dance music out of this. I gotta get rid of the chug. Where are the other chugs? What does it do? It's like it's too. The problem I'm having is that it stops at the end and it stops at the start, and it can't do that. It's got to do one or the other. So. And that symbol is weird. Also, there's flamming. There's flamming between the chug and the kick drum. So what I might have to do is in my side chaining efforts here, if I right click and hit C and I right click and hit V, that copies and pastes the value. And then I can come and just do a little pre-duck. Like I'm going to start bringing the volume down before the kick hits. And it's gotta, that's where it should start right there. I'm okay with it having like one, that's kind of cool if I could figure out how to make that louder. Where's that going to? This one? But I want the whole like drop to kick in on the second kick drum, and right now it's kicking in on the third. Okay, let's just try some different claps. What would the top drums be like? Because it's kind of... Oh, that's cool. I forgot about these. So this is like a shaker sound that's been tuned. Well, this pink envelope is the tuning of it. And then what would happen if we put an upbeat or an offbeat, offbeat, open hi-hat, but it's not on the triplet scale? What would that be like? Because normally you'd be like, oh, I got to put on the triplet scale. We'll just use this one for a start and see. Maybe we try it on the triplet scale first. It's going to work, but it might be less interesting. Like that. And also it's not really the best. Get rid of that little tidbit at the end. So that's kind of what you would expect is on the triplet. But I wonder, is it tolerable on the non-triplet upbeat? I'm sure there's a better way of saying that. Nope, not tolerable. Yeah, yeah, anyway, this is cool. I'm going to save it, and maybe I'll revisit it. Thank you for giving me ideas. I probably never would have opened that project up if it wasn't for today. Okay, let's grab another random one. I do have a couple left that I want to show, but I just thought maybe we'd just take a... What's noisy techno? I could have swore I saw noisy techno somewhere. Right there. Let's see what that is. I didn't notice how big the project was. It might be a drum beat. It could be a shitty drum beat. It's probably a shitty drum beat. It has Ozone 8. I don't know if I still have that. It's funny, I see, I don't know about you guys, but I will go and either buy or download a lot of plugins, use them once and forget that they exist. I'm going to wager that there's something not loaded correctly in here because I don't really hear anything besides a drum beat. That's great, dude. Thank you. I think there's something half decent in... Like, that's the thing. There's like one cool thing in this track and everything else kind of sucks. This is another free plugin that I forgot existed. Is that metal bass too dry? I'm trying to actually take the reverb off of... Oh, there's a miscellaneous note in here by accident. And now, if I had a sub bass, that's pretty dirty and not nice sounding. I like it. Where's the kick drum? I don't know. This is clearly something that I've tried and I failed. And that's okay. Okay, let's check out a couple more and then I'll show the last couple. Cool Spire. That sounds like something. Just fucking around. Oh, it's 100 kilobytes, so there's probably not much. Suspicious Guitar? Is this a whole project dedicated to recording the guitar parts for the song Suspicious? I don't know. Or maybe I just... Nope, that's just the guitar for Suspicious. I've just been hurt before, a stranger's t-shirt on the bedroom floor. Oh, this is interesting. This is this is a good... Remember I said the demoitis thing. So John Bridges and I wrote the track and a show actually. Or no, it was... Oh my God, this was so long ago. Oh, I cannot remember the third guy's name. Anyway, we got a singer to sing on it. and we couldn't get over the fact that we like the original better, but it's still good.
I got it so bad. I got it bad for you. You give me good love. You're like a dream come true. They say it won't last. They say you're wild and free. I always knew you were a multiplayer. I was hoping that you give that all up for me. I get so confused.
An ECMA, yeah. You know what's interesting? If anybody knows who Savant is, that was Savant's girlfriend at the time singing.
Oh, goddamn.
Her name's Amanda.
Tell me what your game is, boy. When you touch me, feel so good, I can't contain it. When you love me, I'm so confident. When you say I'm the only one, I must admit it. I get suspicious, just a little suspicious. I shouldn't doubt you. I'm all up in my head when I'm without you.
She did a great job, but I guess we just it's the thing when you write a song and you hear somebody sing it and it's good. It's hard to get away from that.
I sort of lose my shit. I've just been hurt before.
Funny because Savant made a tweet once saying he hates Doja Cat. Yeah, I mean he's very vocal about things. I like Alex, but he definitely has a lot of very strong opinions, and that's okay.
The game is confident. When you say I get suspicious, I haven't slept for days.
Anyway, that's Suspicious with a girl singing it, so that's cool. Forgot about that. This was in 2014, yeah. Andre drums, DNBE. Where's the serum? That's funny because it's like a sentence that you might say if you needed a serum for something. Take me over. Jello Fack. Why not? I'll have a listen. We'll listen to a few more, and then I'll let you go on your way and enjoy your holidays. You know what I should do? I should try to improve one thing about my Friday night streams for 2026. Yeah, I pitched on a remix for Rihanna, actually. that I should probably open that up too. It's pretty good. Oh, this is Packin' Heat. But like before it was Packin' Heat. Wow. That was before. It's so funny to think about that because now I can't hear it with, yeah, I'm packing heat. And now it's just, yeah. This is the actual song that it turned in. Yeah, I'm packing heat. Packing heat. Imagine if a cowbell came in right when you typed that. Yeah, that's funny. That's what it was called. It was called Jello Fack. Let me see if I can find the Rihanna remix. I wonder if I can find the Rihanna So this is what it turned into. It obviously got rejected, and you'll see why. Because when somebody sends me a song and they want me to remix it, I'm like, sure, but I'm gonna make it fucking weird and probably not good sounding. And then they don't usually like that. So, but it's funny because I got the Rihanna acapella from like the publishing company or something. I can't remember how I got the gig, but I was able to pitch on it. And the entire song, it was one of those situations that I've said to you guys many times where it's like you took the vocal from the original song and you created this great track underneath of it, like it should just be its own song. So that's what happened with this one. I started with the Rihanna vocal. I don't know if this is the one that still has the vocal in it or not. How do you go about moving around this aspect with management company or no? No, I've never had a manager, any sort of management or anything like that. I've just done it all myself. And, maybe you could argue that I would still be somewhat relevant if I had a manager and they kept me accountable and I actually released music, but it is what it is. And I'm happy to be where I'm at. Oh, this is with the other, I got to take these other vocals out. Yeah, we tried some vocals. We didn't land on any. I wish I knew where the version with the Rihanna vocal on it was. It would probably take me so long to find it. But I do really like the song. I think that there's like, I like the name of this this pattern. One Last Lead, maybe? Yeah, I think I hear part of her vocal somewhere. Yeah, it's this one right here. That's funny, Matt. I think I know the the reference you're making. Are you more on keeping post effects pretty in the synth? Pretty in. Oh, you mean like instead of using it? I don't really have a preference. It really just depends on what I'm after. Like if the synth has like a delay effect in it and it sounds fine, then I'll probably just do that because it's like the quickest way. For example, let's pull up, I don't know, any of these sounds, like maybe this lead. So this lead, I'm not used to using this in the, it's always over on my other screen, but anyway. This, well, I mean, this is kind of a bad example because it's just like a detuned saw, and the only effect in it is this. So let's try a different sound. Maybe those are drums. What are these chords doing? So yeah, I'm using I'm using the effects in Serum, but I don't really have a preference. It's just kind of whatever's fastest usually, whether it's the best or not. That fucking bass synth is sick though. I gotta figure out what that is. It's probably something up here. It's probably the. Yep. Okay, so. See, this is a good example because to me, I thought that was one synth, but it's not. It's just a patch I made in Harmor and a patch I made in Serum. Harmor and Serum. Wonder what these things are. Yeah, there's a lot of cool shit. This is a track that I could probably finish up if I just like wrote it with somebody. Didn't you use this near the end of a Grand Prix video? Yes, I did actually. That's a good catch, Sequa. This was this was like when it revealed the trophies. Yeah, that's a really good, you got a good ear on you. Good memory too. All right, cool. What's next? Let's do, I feel like somebody said something. Oh, look, I've got a folder called Pop. Interesting. AK chords. I'm assuming I wrote chords that sounded like Adam K and I called it AK chords. These are likely just chords based on the title. Yep. Probably didn't need the effect. What's up, Levi? I actually showed them Holy Ghost. Today is a reverse stream where I'm showing them a bunch of unfinished tracks. So I showed them. Is there anything else that you and I have made that I should show them? Yes, I did automate pitch to do that. Here we go. We're going to check out decisions. Holy Toast. Dude, we should write Holy Toast. Oh, that's not a good sign. Holy Toast with the jam. Isn't it weird to eat toast with jam but no butter? And when I say butter, I include margarine in that statement. I feel like you need to have that layer of butter between the jam and the toast, but I don't know. Maybe not. Okay, this one has some unopenable things in it, so we're going to be missing some of the elements, but that's okay because it's probably going to suck anyway. I eat it with butter and jam. Curse. You know what's funny? I just gave Levi one of those cursed Fowler books, but I have to get him to bring it back because I didn't have time to sign it, and I want to sign it. Okay, let's see what this is. Dude, Levi, this is so funny. This is a track I wrote with Frank and Carly Bonatelli. Oh, she has such a cool last name, and I never know how to pronounce it. Anyway, I wrote this with oh, I gotta find it though, because this is just the demo that we wrote it off of. But yeah, Frank and I wrote this track with Carly. What the hell did we call it? Fuck, what the fuck was it called? Songworks 19. No. What the hell was that song called? Maybe I can. Like this is missing a bunch of shit. Down Low. It's called Down Low. Okay. Down Low. Windows search sucks, so we're just going to search it, and I'm going to manually search it at the same time. Projects. Search by name. I wonder if I wrote that on my laptop. ABCD. Ditto. Doodles. Oh, here we go. Down Low. With chorus. That's what we want. Okay. So this song, what I was just playing was kind of like the demo that I brought to the song. Oh my God. This is the problem. This is what we're missing. It's because it's missing those elements. How else can I do this? Like this, I guess. So this is it.
Close enough to touch. I'm sinking into the rhythm. We move in waves, don't think too much. Save love for the movies, cause it's not meant for us. I'm holding it down, now I need you to go. With all fun and games till the end of the show. Taking me higher just for a night. Don't wanna lose control. On a new level, it's feeling right. No one needs to know we're on the down low. Down low. We're getting down low.
So this demo was made in one day.
We're on the down low.
5'3", but her attitude 6'8". Think she related to Beyonce, at least the friends say.
Trouble.
I'm troubled, just leave me alone. I only flex when I get in the zone. Shut up, Tim. Yeah, you don't know. No labels, commitments, no strings attached. Whenever she wanna, she get it, goddamn.
Now I'm gonna catch some feels, babe.
It was a fun track to me.
Just save this
And Frank doesn't usually like rap, so it was interesting to see Frank. Anyway, that was that track. Okay, let's listen to two more, and then I'm gonna go. I got a Christmas party. Oh, look at this. Down Low with chorus. Anyway, this is a drive down memory lane for me. It's